What's up all my Dragonlings? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damien Dragon here. And yeah, I'm not fooling anyone. I'm not Damien. What's going on, Chaotix? It is your boy ChaosMay006 here, and as you may have guessed by now, Damien and I have decided to do another crossover video, where we each post a video on the other person's channel. So go back to my channel and check out Damien's video once you're done with this one. Today I want to talk to you about Super Mario Party and give you my opinions on the game. So if you're trying to decide if to buy it or not, or if it's worthwhile, you can have my opinions. So sit back and relax as we do this thing. Let's go! First, if you don't know, Mario Party is a video board game sub-franchise of the Mario universe. With 16 games and counting, this franchise has run alongside Mario Kart as one of the best games to play with your friends. But just how well did this new addition stack up to the rest of the franchise? Honestly, pretty poorly. It's pretty bad. It's so bad compared to the other ones. This game is famed on the Switch as its Switch edition, and many people should have a high standard to meet with the other games that are being released on the Switch and the other party games as well. It looks good and clean, which all Switch games are, so it really has no benefit there. But to take a real look at this game, we need to break down everything that makes up this game. The modes, the story, the parties, the characters, everything. So, let's go. First, I want to talk to you about the minigame modes, as down here. They don't show all of them on this page. They show a good bit of the minigames, but I want to talk to you about a few ones in particular. And so, some of these minigames that are hit and miss within the franchise. Some games are really good, some games are really bad, but most games are pretty decent. They don't really require a lot of energy, they don't really require a lot of strategy and skill. You just kind of play the game and move on. But this game is just got some really great ones, honestly. Bumper Brawl is probably one of my favorite. As you can see, you just bounce around people and balls and try to knock them off like bumper cars. It's awesome, it's fun. You can boost your speed by pressing down the right button. It's great. It's a really good game, probably one of the best on this game. Get Over It also is pretty good. You just jump over one of the spiky guys. You don't have to really worry about that. But some games in this franchise, some games in this are really, really, really stupid. Like, really stupid and really frustrating. Yes, there have been games in the past where you are not allowed really the chance of strategy. It's just kind of luck. It really is just kind of luck. I'm not going to show you. I can't show you it. One of the worst games in this series, in this game right here, one of the worst games in Super Mario Party is Don't Wake Wiggler. If you've ever played the board game Don't Wake Daddy, it's similar to that, but you have to pet Wiggler within 5 seconds. You have 5 seconds once you start petting to get a few pets in, and whoever has the most pets wins the minigame. Okay? Simple enough. Not simple enough. This game is infuriating, especially when you're playing the quote-unquote solo mode of this game, where you have one person and they just seem to know when Wiggler's going to wake up. So literally, you can't have the timer run out without petting Wiggler. You have to pet Wiggler at least once. And so you're bound to wake up Wiggler and then have to do the whole thing over again, which really sucks and really is frustrating. I mean, there's some people who've tried to count it. Some people say after 14, so on the 15th time Wiggler's about to wake up, he will actually wake up and be mad and kill you. But others, like, oh, it's 9. Oh, there's different numbers and it's just unpredictable and you can't predict it. So it's a game of luck. And honestly, that's great and all, but a game of luck that you have to win to beat a certain mode is not fun. It's a pain in the butt. Another game that's like that really was infuriating to me in the solo mode was Cloud Heaven, or Coin Heaven, where you have you have different number of coins stacked on clouds in a box of 9. See if I can pull up an image of that. I'll see if I can pull up an image of that. Images. I can't spell apparently. That's nice to know. Okay, it's not popping up. Yeah, free, oh my gosh. It's not even showing up. Dude. Yeah, okay, it's based off the Cloud games in the Mario Bros. Universe. Great, cool, thanks, great, love it. Don't love it. Absolutely hate it. Worst game ever. You have a 9, like a cube of 9, that you have to stand on the top, bottom, left, and right. And the computers are also there too. And so you have an option if you're on the top. Let's say you're on the top square, the middle top. You can move left, right, or down. One of the three. And they have different coins. So like the first level is like 3 on the middle, 3 down, 2 right, 1 left. But you have to avoid your opponents. You have to predict where they're gonna go and avoid what they're gonna pick. Because if you hit each other, if you choose the same block, you propel each other back to your original spots and nothing happens. It's so bad. It is so bad. It's so hard to do, especially when you have to get exactly 10 coins. You have to get 10 coins or more in solo mode, quote unquote, to beat the level. And it's so frustrating. I spent like 6 times trying to beat this level because the computers would always screw me up. I had 9 coins, and going for the final one, I'd go for the least amount of coins and I'd still end up losing. Like no matter what I picked, it just seemed that they would take it from me, and it's just a bad game. Really bad game in that mode. I think that's enough of bashing minigames. Let's go to the characters. Really cool feature. Characters are a feature I really have enjoyed. They've added really cool things, like they've given Bowser and Bowser Jr. a chance to come into the games, not being the villains of the story mode. Donkey Kong's in this game as well. They added Diddy, which is really cool. And each character has their own customized dice, which is really awesome and really great. I really enjoy that aspect of it. I think it makes like picking your favorite really hard to do sometimes, especially if your favorite has like a really terrible die. But most of the dice are pretty average. You either have a high risk, high rewards, an average die that usually gets you a few spaces, a die that has good numbers but also can give you low numbers. The varieties are endless, and there's even dice that give you coins. Some of the best dice, if you want a consistent roll, Shy Guy and Daisy. Shy Guy's die 1-0. The other 5 sides are 4s, which are really great. And Daisy's die has 4 sides that are 3 and 2 sides that are 4, which is a really good die to consistently get you probably one of the best dies, most broken dies in the game, honestly, because you can constantly get 3 or 4 and move around and not have to worry about getting a 0, which is pretty good. There are the high risk, high rewards die. Bowser's one of those 2. Donkey Kong's another one that's really high risk, high reward. They both have 10s on their die, but they also have a few 0s, so that is an option you have to deal with there. Another die if you want a high roll. Bowser Jr., really good die for a high roll. You can get a 9, but you also can get a 1. Boo's is pretty high too. You can get like 7s and 9s. So those are pretty good die. Average dies that get you normal stuff. Mario, Luigi, Yoshi have some of the average dies here. Mario like 1 gets you like 1 to 7 or 1 to 6 with more chances to get it 3. So they take away the extra 2. So it's, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it has 1, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Luigi 1, 3, 7, and 5s, odd numbers usually. Yoshi gets you up to a 7 as well, but also has a 0 on it. There are dice that have coins on them. Rosalina has +2 coin, which is a cool die. I think Peach has a +2 on hers as well. Monty Mole has a +2. Goomba has a +2. But there are also dice that cost you coins, like Wario has a -3, but the rest of his die is 6. I think Waluigi has a -2 coin slot. So you just gotta look at what you want to do for the game mode. So playing the solo, playing by yourself, regular party mode, you might want to try Mario, Luigi, or Yoshi. Have a good chance at getting somewhere on the board not too different from the actual regular die. If you're playing a partner mode, you probably want Daisy as your partner or Shy Guy as your partner, so you get a consistent roll of a high number, like a 4 or a 3. Really good numbers to get in the game. If you want to come back at the end of the game, high risk, high reward die are your bets with Bowser and Donkey Kong. Just depends on what you need. And I mean, partner mode, even you can use Rosalina and get coins. There's different strategies to that. They do have the Toad's Rec Room, compatibility with multiple switches, put them together in various ways to complete puzzles and things like that. So that's kind of interesting to do. Feature I actually really haven't looked at. There is like Mini League Baseball you can play. Obviously, back to baseball, the Mario Baseball series, Shell Shock Deluxe, and Puzzle Hustle. Interesting games to play. Not a great, like a super feature, but it's still pretty good. It's what you expect from Mario. Online compatibility, which honestly is something that I want to address here. Online compatibility is probably the only real true solo mode in this game. Yes, there is a thing called Champions Road, or it's not Victory Road, it's Champions Road, and you have to complete all 80 mini games in a row, which I've already explained. Some of those can be infuriating. So that's one thing, but this is really the only solo mode, because Champions Road, it's just 60 minigames. You've played the minigames in the regular party modes, so it's really nothing different. And that's what really separated the other games. Like, they had special versus mode that really was a spot on all the boards that you most likely didn't land on, because it's just hard to land on it. This game, you have to play every single mode. You don't have a special mode like a versus mode. Versus just gives you a little short mini game that you have to like hit the button before your opponents do, or blow up a balloon more than your opponents do. It's like they really lost that aspect of it. And there's really no true solo mode. There's no story behind this game besides trying to collect all the gems, which honestly is just beating every board in every game mode, beating every path in River Survival, beating all 80 mini games in Champions Road. There's not much. There's really not much. There's like, we want a true solo mode where we battle, like we have to go battle Bowser or something like the end of it, where we play against the Koopa Kids and have to beat them in certain challenges on the game, have more coins to them or something. We want the boards to have a little slight twist where you have to do something to end up winning the game. Like, that is what we want, and you're not offering that, and that's kind of defeating the purpose of people actually playing this game besides as a party game. Yeah, I know it's a party game. It has freaking party in the title right here. It says party. I see that. Come on. Give me a reason to play this game without friends. Otherwise, it's kind of just a party game. There's nothing else really to do for it. And it's really boring to play by yourself. It's like, no one ever wants to be that kid who goes and plays like Monopoly by themselves. I was there. Been there, done that. No one wants to do that. Because it's not fun. You'd be like, oh, I'm going to make the game so fair and fun, and so I'm playing against other people, but I'm not. It just, no. It's no. No one wants to be that guy. That's what this game really does to you. You can't play it unless you have friends. I mean, you can play it, but it's like playing yourself. No. Not great. It's not real great. Final thing I want to talk about is the boards themselves. Obviously something that they're not going to reveal on the actual page because it's nowhere to be found. Aha, great. Great, no boards. I have pulled up a webpage that has a few of the boards on it. But before we get into the actual ones of this game, I want to show you some really cool ones. Like, this is a board from Mario Party 10. Obviously based off the Mushroom Kingdom and on the Super Mario Bros. Franchise of the series. Really cool game. It's got a roller coaster in it too. It's awesome. It looks cool. I want to play it. Looks amazing. Then you have boards like this. The new Super Mario Bros. Game. Look at how many spaces there are in this thing. There's what? 5 here, 9 on this one little area. 9 on one area. Like, that's insane. They're like 9 apiece. This one has even less. It looks like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got 8 spaces, man. There's almost as many spaces on the bridge. And the bridge doesn't even have any spaces. Like, come on. Put more spaces on it. The boards are terrible in this game. They don't have a lot of... They're really small. They don't have a lot of room. The only gimmick they have is these stupid warp pipes that connect you to different islands. Like, this red one connects you to the red one here, and the green one connects you to the green one here. It's really the only way to get between the top and the bottom. And there's a connecting bridge here and here. But this one goes away after a while, and you can get blown off of this one. It's just not a great mode. It's not great. It's pretty bad and lackluster. It's from the expansiveness of some of these boards that we've had previously. Like, this is from Mario Party 4. This is from Mario Party 4, and that's a pretty great board. Like, it's got a way to get different roads. It's got a whole section up here. It's got mini games and little things you can do. That's a pretty good board. I mean, it's not the best board in Mario Party, but it's a good board. I'm trying to find real ones that I recognize. Like this one. Pyramid Park. A really good board. Really cool feature, like you can fall down the sand holes and get back to the beginning. It's got everything in it. It's got a good board. But then you have boards that just don't have anything on them. You have boards like this that just don't have like anything on them. It's really easy to get all the spaces in the board because there's not much on them. They even have, like, this town one is amazing. It's got, look at the levels. Takes advantage of the entire screen. Up and down, ladders, everywhere. Come on. And one of the worst things about it, I'll go back to the fruit field to show you, because it was a pretty good image to have. You notice that some of these spaces don't even have anything on them. They're just kind of there, like fillers maybe. No, those are extra spaces for the party mode when you have more than when you're playing partner mode, when you have 2 people. And they actually all count as their spaces. But they get rid of every single red and blue space, so you have to collect coins that are shown in the overworld, which just makes it stupid and hard, and you have to land exactly on the spots. Because if you go right here, look at this, look right here. There's a space right here in the corner. The star space can be in the corner. And you literally have to land on the space in partner mode because you combine your die, add modifiers like mushrooms or things like that, and you have to go. So literally the star can be put in the corner here, and you have to approach it from the left because Toadette, who gives out the stars, is above it. So you have one way to get to the star, and that is the only thing you can do. Like, it is so difficult. You have to get the exact number. And I understand they're trying to make it a little bit harder, but don't make it harder like that. Make it harder with computers or something like that. Don't make it so you literally can't get the star. The solo mode doesn't have that problem because you just walk by it and pick it up. But this one, you have to literally get on the space, and it just infuriates me. It's something they've never done in Mario Party, and it's just difficult and frustrating and infuriating. And then they ran out of ideas. This is actually probably the most idea-influenced board in this game. It's really cool, interesting. But they got some, like, the jungle theme here. We've done jungle theme before. It's just swamps in the jungle. Like, come on. We've done that. They have Camelx board, which is basically a rip-off of the dojo in Mario Party 5, where you have to get to the end of the field to get the stars. That's a rip-off. Like, come on. Now, we want a good board. The boards are part of the main aspect of this game. Like, we want something like this where it goes all over the place, and it's got a good dynamic to it. It's not just, oh, hey, you got this little tiny board you have to get on. Come on. Give me something good. They don't really, I just feel like they're starting to running out of ideas. I understand they give you more characters to make you enjoy the game, to make you appreciate the game. Oh cool, more characters, guys. We can play as whoever we want. We can even play as Bowser. Dude, this is amazing. but the boards are somewhat lackluster. And really, the best feature in this game is the custom dice block. Like, that is the best feature in this game, the custom dice block for the characters, because it makes you really choose who you're playing as. And you're just like, oh, I like Mario. I'm gonna play as Mario. Oh, I like Peach. I'm gonna be Peach. No, you have to actually pick, because they have different die. Like, come on. And they actually give you another feature I want to talk about. As you can see here in the little trailer thing. If I go back and get to go back to where it was. Come on. If I can get it to go back to where you were. Okay, another feature in this game is you can have allies join your party. Like, so when you're going around the board, you can collect other characters or land on an ally space and get another character, and you can use their dice block. That's a really good feature. It allows you to, oh, maybe I really like Bowser's die, but I want to be Luigi. So you can be Luigi and you might get Bowser. That's a really fun aspect of this game. And as you can see for some of these things, like, they're showing off the sound minigame a lot. Let me just stop it on the sound minigame. So this is Fiddler on the Hoof, and you have to literally pull the back of the reins on your horse and meet up with the circles, the yellow circle under you and the pink circle on the ground. The only problem with games like this is they want you to be consistent on your time, and often controller doesn't register it fast enough, because it gets to a section where it's like da 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 da, and your controller only recognizes da 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 da. Like, it's messed up and wonky, and it makes it really difficult to play, especially when you're trying to win on that final game and you can't do it because it's messed up. But the allies are a really cool feature, and I really like that. And I think it's really good. And there's even ally games like come on, my favorite game. My favorite bumper game is one. Like, Bumper Brawl is a really good one for allies. You can see, like, look at this. This is obviously a party, but look how many people there are. Like, each character has 3 allies, giving you 16 characters on the field. That's a cool game. Really fun and really cool. Some of them just are no. And I also really don't like Pom Pom. Like, Pom Pom's just not a great character. And her die actually is pretty bad too, in my opinion. But she's just not what I would hope for. Another thing with the characters I want to talk about real quick. As you can see, you can play as Koopa Troopa, you can play as Hammer Bro, you can play as Yoshi and Dry Bones. And there's another character, and Shy Guy. So, like, Shy Guy, Koopa Troopa, Hammer Bro, Dry Bones, Yoshi, all have different colors. Like, different colored Yoshi. Like, you have the blue Yoshi and pink Yoshi. You have red Koopa Trooper. You have red and blue Hammer Bro. You got black, purple, yellow Shy Guy. You can, and like red, blue, and green Dry Bones. Which, honestly, the Dry Bones is not my favorite thing, and it's probably not the best reference here. But you could have customized colors. Like, you could offer the party with more people by having different colors. So, like, maybe you and your friend all want to be Yoshi. So you just have a party of, like, there's green Yoshi, red Yoshi, blue Yoshi, and pink Yoshi. Maybe that's what you do. Like, that would be cool. Obviously, not every character is going to be able to do that. Like Mario and Luigi, they have one color. And I mean, yeah, you can give them different costumes and stuff. But, like, characters like Yoshi, that would be really cool. I think that would be something you could really influence in these games and make them a lot better. Well, I'm running out of things to say for this game. I feel like I'm going to be rambling on if I go too much longer. So, I'm going to talk about one final thing, and then I'll be done. As you can see here, there's a raft. You have 4 characters, Rosalina, Goomba, Bowser, and Yoshi, all on it. This game mode is terrible. It's so bad. It is so stupid. You have to go down a river, try to get 5 different paths just to get one of the gems. And I actually have completed it, because I wanted to beat the game, and I have in a week, which, it wasn't too actually hard to beat. It was just kind of frustrating, especially with the Champions Road. But you have to use these characters to get down there to the end of the game, to the end of the river, to get star. Not to get a star, to get the gem once you get all 5 paths completed. And they give you tickets. Like, the tickets don't really have any worth. You can buy all the advice things. I haven't found out what the other spots are. They might be something cool. They may be something cool. I don't know. Answers on the postcard. But these guys, this game mode is just bad. And they have the worst minigames in it. Like, they come with, like, this is, let me do game modes. Yeah, game modes. They are they're the co-op modes. So like they have the penguin pusher, which is really frustrating and infuriating when you're playing with computers who don't know how to push penguins. Sort of fun, not great. Net worth, okay, decent game, but you can make it a 2v2 game with different, like, have 2 different screens and have 1 person on each side of the net. Come on. But no, they have to make it difficult. They have a card game where you literally have to watch 1 card and get it right, and if you're playing with computers, they will get every other card perfect every single time. It's really infuriating. I mean, it's good to get through the game, but you get sick of playing it. And they usually give you the same ones over and over again. And they have one where you have to get Toad goes up in an air balloon. You have to collect other balloons on your way up. And there's points in the game where you literally can't get any balloons because, like, if you're at the bottom, you start in the middle, and if there's balloons on your left and you're on the left side of the board, you can only push the balloon right. Like, come on. That's just difficult. Yeah. I don't know what this is. That's kind of cool. Horizontal. Plays horizontal and vertical, which is really cool. But other than that, I don't really have much else. I think this is about it for this video. I don't really have anything else to talk about the game. My overall opinion, I guess, is something I can close with. It's really probably one of the worst Mario Party games out there. Mario Party is such a good franchise, has such really good game modes and really cool inventive things that it adds every year. I mean, maybe not the voice thing in, what was that, Party 6? Maybe not the voice thing, but this game just doesn't have imaginative boards. Really makes the game lackluster with lowering, like, it feels like capitalism's on its important, like, it's making everything pretty cheap and pretty small. Like, it's minimizing the capital low. Like, come on. We want expansive boards that are fun and interactive, that have different niches to them, that have different things that go along with them, and not just regular old things that we've seen every game. Like, come on. Something different, something new. Like, give them themes. Like, the board with themes were awesome. I mean, there was a whole Buccaneer theme in, what was that, Party 5? There was the actual roller coaster theme in Party 4, which was really cool. They've had a lot of really cool boards, and this game just doesn't deliver. I mean, you got the Fruit Islands, which are kind of interesting, but that's about it. Well, I think that is all I'm going to say, so I'm going to leave it off with this. Thanks everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smack that like button and show it who's boss. It really helps out both Damien and I. Also, share and subscribe to Damien and me for some awesome content, and for the glory of the dragon, so you too may become immortal. Make sure you go check out my channel to see Damien's video that he posted over there. But from Damien Dragon and Chaos May 006 to video gamers all over the world, we will see you Dragonlings in the very next video. Peace, my friends, good gaming, happy hunting, and we'll see you next time for some more Damien Dragon action. But until then, peace, and burn it up.